Chapter 7, Phone Swear. On Wednesday when we get home, the carpet cleaning machine is parked by the door. Mom is cleaning up after Cupcake again. Cupcake whines around our legs. She sticks her nose in my face and slops her licks everywhere. I swear she loves me best, but Dakota thinks it's her. We take Cupcake onto the patio and try to show her how to use the kitty litter box. Dakota squats down in the box like she's a dog peeing, but Cupcake shows no interest. We try to get Cupcake to squat, but her legs won't bend. Then I get treats and bury them in the kitty litter. This gets her attention, and she jumps into the box and begins pawing for the treats, which tips the tray over, dumping the kitty litter out. I get the broom from my mom, who is trying hard not to laugh. Once we get the kitty litter back in the box, we pick the box up and take Cupcake for a walk. We know where she likes to do her business, so we'll put the box there just before. But the box is too heavy to lug, and Cupcake pees before I can get it under her. When we get back home, we leave the kitty litter box outside, and I ask Mom, how did it go with Mr. Torps? Mom sighs. He isn't one to cut us slack, I'll tell you that. Stay off the carpet, it's still a little wet. What did he say? He came in mad about the explosion and left mad about Cupcake. Cupcake's head is heavy in my hand as I scratch under her chin. Her eyes are half closed. Mom leans down and wipes the dog hair off her pants. I had her on the patio, but then she started barking. You know how Mr. Torps hates that. So I brought her in and she peed right at his feet. Any closer and his slippers would have been soaked. She doesn't like him, that's for sure. What did he say? He said get rid of her. No, I say. Did you explain she's got, a medical condition? Mr. Torps is not interested in our dog's medical condition. But there's no way we're getting rid of Cupcake. My mom climbs up the step stool to reach the serving trays. She seesaws her head. We'll find her a good home, a place where she'll have her own yard. She'll be an outside dog. She swallows hard. At least let us try the kitty litter. You've been trying the kitty litter, Mom says, as Cupcake turns round and round, then plops on the floor by Mom's feet. Dakota is back inside now. Mom sets the trays down. We have to do what's right for Cupcake. What's right for Cupcake is staying with us, Dakota declares. I remember how happy Cupcake was playing in our old yard. Then I think about how, the second I'm upset, she comes running. She can tell how I'm feeling before anyone else. You'll give us a chance, right? I whisper when Dakota goes into the bathroom. Yes, Mom says. Can't we take her back to the vet? I've called the vet several times. She says there's nothing more they can do for her unless we take her to UC Davis for special tests. I kneel down by Cupcake, rubbing her belly. Her paws are flapping in the air and her tongue is lolling out to one side. Look, Mom whispers, don't get Dakota wound up about this. I don't have time to deal with her right now. This is between us, right? Right, I say. That's the trouble with being the oldest. I know things my sisters don't. It's a lot of responsibility. I get Cupcake's leash and pick up the litter box. But she goes on a sit-down strike. She is not about to pee in that thing. I try to think logically. What can we do about Cupcake's problem? Maybe she's forgotten her house training. Maybe it's as simple as reminding her again. I find her treats and cut them into tiny pieces. Then I take her on a walk. And when she pees, I give her a treat. Good dog, I say. Cupcake wags her tail. Back at home, Mom is getting ready for the 47's party tonight. The 47's all have Down syndrome like Izzy, which means they have an extra chromosome. 47 chromosomes in total. Most everyone else has 46. Our apartment isn't big enough for all the 47's, plus it's hard to find parking on our street. But the 47's and their parents don't mind. All the 47's parents are like big huggers. Some of the kids are huggers like Izzy, but most of them just say hello. I finish tosing down the patio when I hear my old phone buzzing in Dakota and Izzy's room. The text is from Dodge. He wants to come over. Otherwise, he has to go with Crash to the Sisters in Crime Mysteries writers' meeting. He told me about those meetings before. He says the other members are sweet old ladies who argue about who has a better way to murder people. Crash is their resident expert. Sometimes they meet at Fiorelli's. That's how Mom met Crash and I met Dodge. I text him a thumbs up and return the phone to Dakota's bed. Then I get back to thinking up ways to make money. A bake sale? But how are we going to get the money for the ingredients? We could offer to do chores for the neighbors or call Dad and beg for our birthday money early. Maybe we could make $100 that way, but $3,000? Never. Dakota and I are filling the drinks barrel with ice when Izzy points to our pink wristbands. May I have? Dakota runs the ice cube tray under hot water to get the last pieces out. I'm going to make a blue one for you. Blue is special. Izzy shakes her head. Pink. No, Dakota says. Why? Izzy asks. Because it's not the right color for you. Why? Dakota gets another tray out of the freezer. Because it isn't, that's all. Izzy frowns at her. I'm smart, she says. It's my club. I get to make the rules, Dakota taps her chest. Shut up, Dakota. I take off my band and fasten it around Izzy's wrist. Izzy runs to the mirror to admire herself with the pink wristband. Her smile could melt Antarctica. I glare at Dakota. Don't be mean to Izzy. I wasn't. Not letting her be a member? What do you think that is? Dakota's face puckers up like she ate a lemon rind. Anyway, I say, we've got bigger problems. Like what? Dakota asks. I'm not supposed to tell you until after. Mom doesn't want you to get all wound up. I won't get all wound up. Phone swear? Dakota nods. Text it, I tell her. Dakota takes out the phone and texts her promise to Dodge. If I get wound up, Liam gets the phone. Dodge is used to this. We always text him our phone swears. If we don't figure out how to get Cupcake to stop peeing everywhere, I say, then Mom's going to get rid of her. She won't. She loves Cupcake. Torps said she had to. Dakota leans back on the couch, twirling her glitter nerd's wristband, thinking so hard I can see the processing icon spinning around on her face. We'll get my nerd herd to help, she smiles. You changed your club name? On account of you and Dodge, she admits. Really? Dakota never changes anything. Once she decides something, it's set, like your birthday. Dodge is coming over, right? Dakota asks. Right, I say. Then Izzy and I go outside to wait for the 47s. It's early, but she gets excited when her friends come over. Maybe this is weird, but I like it when they visit too. I have fun around them, like I did back in 2nd grade when no one noticed what you did. We watched as a sleek gray car pulls up in the driveway. A lady in a red flowered dress gets out and knocks on Torps's door. Mr. Torp comes out dressed in regular clothes with wet comb marks in his hair. When they get in the lady's car, Izzy starts running toward them. Izzy, wait! I shout as she dives for something on the pavement. Mr. Torps, she cries, waving a red scarf at the car window. Mr. Torps presses down the window. What? He growls. Why aren't you a dear? The lady leans over Mr. Torps and takes the scarf. Thank you, honey. Izzy is smiling when she comes back to me. She doesn't talk clearly, and people sometimes say peculiar things to Mom, like, you've been chosen for this special blessing. Izzy has to try 10 times harder than we do at school. Even simple things like opening the door with a key can be challenging. But honestly, I think the extra chromosome makes her nicer. I once overheard Mom say she thinks Dakota's endless crazy ideas have something to do with Izzy. Dakota sees how hard Izzy tries and doesn't want to be outdone. I'm glad Torps went out, I tell Izzy. We don't need him coming down to complain we're making too much noise when the 47s are here. Izzy smiles. Torps the corpse. The first of the 47s, Beatrice and her mom, arrive and we take them inside. Then Dodge and more 47s come in. Now everyone is saying hello and pouring apple cider and taking the tinfoil off the potluck plates. I head for Dakota and Izzy's room to find the ukulele. Catalina, who has pierced ears and a dozen braids, sees Izzy's wristband. She runs her fingers over it. Pretty. You want one? Izzy asks, looking over at Dakota. Dakota shakes her head, a hair whipping no. Izzy unzips Dakota's backpack and pulls out the pink wristbands. Dakota's eyes get big. She is about to yell at Izzy, but I shake my head no. Then I point to a pink chair. She makes a face, but she sits down to give herself a timeout. Even she knows not to make a scene at the 47's party. Now everybody has a pink tutu wristband. The bands are a hit. We even come up with a pink armband salute. We all crouch in a huddle, then we jump up and shoot our band hands in the air. It's pretty fun.